We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the Yukon Huskies taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Knights have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Yukon Huskies offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Yukon will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So UCF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Knights will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Hardy. There he goes! Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, head into the end zone. And the ball's on the ground. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Woo! I'll tell you what, you feel really fortunate if you're on offense. That's one of those where it takes 13 seconds for that ball to roll out of bounds. You're just...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or...
There he goes! Turning it on! The 20! The 10! Touchdown, UConn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Shows him the stiff arm. He has 60 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Rams in with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, but he got the one he needed and plenty more. It's 1st and goal. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. UConn quick to the line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They get to the line quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Lets it fly. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. To the air on 1st down. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Brown will throw it. Quick completion on the outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll go right back to it. The Knights get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. It's James. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Huskies. The finisher, the exclamation. Point on that drive.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Brown wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Knights headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The throw to the outside is complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll go up top on second and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Hughes. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Knights getting set on first and 10. Brown will throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The Sneak scores it.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. People in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. Trying to do it on the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those, well, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there's going to be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 28 over Marshall. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UConn going back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down in the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. UConn quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the run, it's Davidson. He has 89 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Find some fresh air. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the... ways to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go right back to the run. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
Now, 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. The UConn offense goes back to work.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's James. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. UConn quick to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Porter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run this play from the pistol. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
UCF.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. All out of space. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Might be changing the route. They're going to go right back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Davidson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run the sneak for it. The Knights get enough for the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's... hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Knights have this offense rolling. Hand off to the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Keeper knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over the Judicials. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a man. It's Porter. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Burton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Parker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. UConn quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Touchdown, UConn. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. The old coaching cliche goes 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here.